What up? What up? What up? Ladies and gents, boys and girls, you are now tuned in to a brand new video of Sportsway with Dre Day podcast. I'm your host with the most, the Hood's ESPN, Crystal Street's very own, Dre Day. What's up? What's up? What's up? Once again, thank y'all for your continued support of the podcast. Keep it going, keep it growing, keep it flowing. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Sportsway with Dre Day podcast is the name. Also, hit that notification bell so that way, once a video is uploaded, you will get a notification letting you know I dropped a new video. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, tell a friend to tell a friend, all that good stuff. Here we go. This video here, March Madness is here. March Madness is officially here. For those of y'all that are college basketball fans, like myself, March Madness is one of those times where we really look forward to sporting events because now it's win or go home. If you lose, your season's over. In the words of Apollo Creed, when he was training Rocky for his rematch with Clubber Lang, there is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. If you lose, your season is over. So we are now embarking on March Madness. Disclaimer, I will be watching the men's March Madness because I'm a college basketball fan, but my primary attention is going to be on the ladies because, listen, I've probably said this for about 4 years now. I want to say probably 2022. I said women's college basketball has taken over. Since 2022, women's college basketball for me has been the main event for March Madness. That's just my opinion. Now, some of y'all may feel differently. If you do, so be it. If you agree with me, welcome to the party. But that's what this is about. This is about the female March Madness. Salute to the guys, but on this channel, I am an advocate and an ultimate supporter of women's college basketball because some more light should be shed on them. And me and fellow podcasters out there, we're doing that. So that's what this is about. This is going to be about, the female March Madness that's about to take place. And with that being said, the conference tournaments have already wrapped up. I think there's only one more conference tournament that's still going on, and I think that'll be UConn and Villanova on Monday. Obviously, we know who's going to win that, so let's just get that over with. And then after that, they sit back. They sit back for a week, and then they wait for their selections, and then they find out who's the number 1 seeds, the number 2 seeds, the number 3 seeds. So yeah, it's about to get real interesting out there. And the beauty of March Madness is, for me, it's not just when the NCAA tournament starts. For me, March Madness happens once the conference tournaments start, because conference tournaments, contrary to popular belief, sometimes they may affect your ranking. It may affect your seeding because, prime example, South Carolina lost to Texas. Now, I do believe that both of them will still be number 1 seeds going into the tournament. That's why I have them in the thumbnail. I believe UConn obviously is going to be a number 1. UCLA is going to be another number. They're going to be another number 1. They won their conference tournament with the Big Ten. South Carolina didn't win theirs, but they're still one of the top teams. So they're going to be 3 of the 4 teams that is going to be number 1 seeds, but did not win their conference tournament. Even without the conference tournament championship, I still believe they should be a number 1 team because let's just keep it 100. Those are the 4 best teams in college basketball. Granted, Michigan might have something to say about that. Well, I can't say LSU because They didn't have too many opportunities to prove that. Vanderbilt has had opportunities to prove that. They had a nice little run. And then when conference play began, they started to struggle with some of those elites that's in the SEC. That saying, there's levels to this. Well, there's levels to this. I think Villanova, I think Vanderbilt and Michigan, I think they'll fall to probably number 2 seeds. But as far as the number 1 seeds, I think the number 1 seeds is a lock. And let me see if I can pull up. Let me see if I can pull up the stand. Let's see if I can pull up the rankings right now. Hopefully y'all can see it. Here we go. UConn is number 1. South Carolina is 2. No, pardon self. UCLA is 2. South Carolina is 3. Texas is 4. I believe those are the 4 number 1s. Then you get to 5 through 8. You got LSU, Oklahoma, Michigan, and Vanderbilt. I think it's gonna be very interesting to see where those top teams, where those teams fall as far as seedings for the tournament. I think the number 2 teams stay the same. I think Vanderbilt is a number 2. I think Michigan is a number 2. Dang, TCU, they lost their conference championship to West Virginia. So I don't know. That might affect them. I can definitely see them being a 2 or a 3 for sure. Oklahoma has been killing it, so it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me for them to be a 2 or 3 as well. But yeah, I can't wait for these seedings. I really can't, because again, the seedings don't really start until after 1, because obviously 1s are a lock already. I think anything after that, that's when things very, very, very well get interesting. I'm not sure if I want to call a Final Four yet. But do not be surprised. And maybe y'all can educate me on this. As far as the number 1 seeds go, I'm not sure how they fall into the bracket. Like when they do the brackets, when they do the regionals, do not be surprised if they have it to where South Carolina and UConn, the only way they can meet is in a national title game. Because me personally, that's what I want. Like, I'm putting it out there now. Like, I'm putting that into the universe now. I'm trying to manifest part 3 of UConn, South Carolina in the national title game. Because obviously, it's happened twice. I believe in 2021 it happened. And that's when Dawn Staley gave Gino Auriemma his first ever national championship loss. That man done been to, I want to say, 11 or 12 national titles and only has 1 defeat. And that was against South Carolina in 2021. That's when Aaliyah Boston was there. Camila Cardoso was there. Destiny Henderson was there. I'm trying to think who else. Was on that squad. Like those was like the focal points of that squad. And then you fast forward to last year when Paige was there. Was Nika? I don't think Nika Mew was there. KK Arnold, Sarah Strong, AZ Fudd, obviously. Like, they beat shit down South Carolina leg in last year's national title game. So for me, I need to see a trilogy. I need to see if South Carolina can right that wrong. And again, this is Raven Johnson's last year. And listen, I don't know what her I actually kind of do know what her WNBA stock was. When the season started, her WNBA stock was they were saying she was a second round prospect. With the way Raven has been playing for these past few weeks, baby girl stock has risen to first round. All right. If Raven Johnson is not a first round pick in the WNBA draft this year, these organizations really need to get tested. These organizations really need to get investigated, because what she has done this year has been nothing but amazing. Nothing but amazing. Dawn Staley a few days ago anointed her as the collegiate point guard. No disrespect to Chelsea Gray, who is the official point guard, but as far as collegiate goes, Raven Johnson is the collegiate point guard, and I couldn't agree more. Now, there might be somebody at TSU that wear the goggles named Olivia Miles. She might have something to say about that, but I have no objection to what Dawn Staley said. None whatsoever. I have no objection. None whatsoever. But yeah, March Madness is here. Can't wait for it. UCLA is striking at the right time. They're striking on the chord at the right time. Obviously, Lauren Betts is going to be possibly a top 3 pick in the WNBA draft. Me personally, I think she should be number 1. I don't think the Dallas Wings needs another shooter. I think the Dallas Wings need somebody big in the paint that can be a partner with Paige Beckers, right? Obviously the sexy choice will be AZ Fudd, her and Paige reuniting. I'm all for a couples reunion in Dallas, but when it comes to basketball, I get that they won a national championship together in college, but that's college. These are grown women we talking about here. And the Dallas Wings don't need another shooter. They need somebody in that paint. That's something that they have struggled with for years. And if you can get Lauren Betts at number 1, you better go get her. Because I can guarantee you this, if you don't grab her, I think Minnesota is number 2. You don't want her to go at number 2. You don't want her to be in Minnesota. So I'm just saying, if the Dallas Wings was smart, they will go and grab Lauren Betts with that number 1 pick. That's just my opinion. But again, Texas they've impressed me all year. Their defense is suffocating. I think them and UConn is neck and neck for the best defense. And what Madison Booker did in this SEC title game was amazing. She's been killing it all year. Definitely an All-American, obviously. Justin Carlton did her thing as well. Harmon did her thing as well, even though towards the latter end of the game, she was reaching for her back. So hopefully she's feeling better once the tournament starts, because Texas is definitely going to need her if they're going for a deep run, which I believe they will. But yes, March Madness is here. I cannot wait. In the comments, if you want to tell me who you think is going to win, have at it. Me personally, I want to wait for the brackets. I'm waiting for the brackets because obviously I'm going to be in bracket pools and stuff like that. Hell, I might just create one of my own. I usually join, brackets, but I might just create my own this year. And then that's when I'll, do my prediction on who I think is going to win, because I'll probably do a whole bracket breakdown and give my winners or whatnot. But for right now, listen, the only matchup I'm calling for is a UConn South Carolina rematch in the national title game. That's all I'm hoping for at this point. Because again, like I said, 3 of the 4 teams won their conference. South Carolina was the only one left out. And since that was the case, I can see a scenario where they're not in the same bracket when it comes to this tournament. So if that's the case and they're on opposite sides, the only way they can meet is in the national title game. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. So NCAA, make sure you have it make sure you have it panned out. Make sure you have it panned out that South Carolina and UConn play in the national, like have it set up to where they can clash at the national title game. Don't have it to where they meet in the Final Four. No. We want them in the national title game. And then whoever wins, wins. Because listen, I want a trilogy. I'm sorry. I want a trilogy. Call me selfish, but I want a trilogy for sure. But again, this tournament is going to be interesting. Those other seeds, like those second seed teams, is going to have something to say. Hell, I think even one of them number 3 seeds might have something to say. This is not going to be a cakewalk for these number 1 seeds. It's not, especially when you get towards the Sweet 16 and Elite 8. The first 2 rounds is going to be cakewalks. We know that already. But for those 4 number 1s, the tournament ain't going to really start the Sweet 16. That's when it really starts. But I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, I think this week is the men's conference tournaments. And then next week is selection week, where the men and the women brackets get filled out. So hopefully sometime next week, who knows? Maybe I'll do a live when they're doing the selection, and then I'll break down the regions and give my picks for that. I haven't decided yet. I got a couple of things that I want to work on the pod this week, but this is only the first one. I got something else coming at the end of the week. As y'all know already, I do something real nice every Friday. So that's coming up as well. But for this one, it's just, talking about women's college basketball and March Madness, and I'm very much excited for it. So again, in the comments, if you want to pick who you think is going to win it all already, even though the tournament hasn't started yet, have at it. I like the engagement when I'm able to have it. So it's a wrap for this video. Once again, thank y'all for y'all continued support of the podcast. Keep it going, keep it growing, keep it flowing. Once again, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. I'm on quest for 1,000. I'm almost there. So shit. We just started March, so hopefully by the end of March, I've cracked 1,000. So again, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Also hit that notification bell so that way once a video is uploaded, you will get a notification letting you know I dropped a new video. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, tell a friend to tell a friend, all that good stuff. In closing, y'all know how this goes. This has been another video of Sportsway with Dre Day Podcast. Catch you on the flip side. God bless. Peace and love. Your boy is out of here.